Hey there, thanks for tuning in to a new video on my Surron, my 2021-2022 Surron Black X I got from Luna Cycles back in right before 2022 on December time before Christmas. I've had it all this time. It's 3 years now. I've really been enjoying this and why I'm kind of getting rejuvenated into making videos on my Surron is obviously you watched my last 3 or 4 videos, 3, 4, or 5 videos. Some of that details what all I've done and what I've gotten more interested in. I finally was justifying the cost of a 72 volt battery, and this is an eBMX 72 volt V5, the latest race battery from eBMX, 42 amp hour, 72 volt. And it basically just turned this into a monster little e-bike that's really the size of most downhill serious mountain bikes. You know, of course it weighs more. Maybe a downhill mountain bike is probably 45 pounds. And this is now with the battery about 140 pounds overall. But a phenomenal jump up in horsepower. Before, with just the stock battery, even with my KO motor and KO controller, it's maybe putting out 5 horsepower peak. Now it's probably putting out closer to 22, 23, 24 peak horsepower. So a big jump in power, and it makes this thing really book it. But what I wanted to bring to you today, and why I'm holding this, is that I am going back to just had the idea. I've had this Warp 9 rear sprocket, 54 tooth rear sprocket on here. It's made of aluminum, and you know, it's showing a little bit of signs of wear in 3 years. I don't think it has to be replaced right now, but I also bought the upgraded chain that had a little bit of gold color. And now, because I have the bigger battery and the motor and the controller and so much more power to play with, I don't necessarily think that I need to have the 54 tooth rear sprocket to give me a little bit more low end grunt. So I just think it's going to be kind of cool to go back, put on a brand new chain. That's my factory chain that came on my Surron when I bought it brand new. Within a couple or maybe a month, took it off, put it in the drawer, and now I'm pulling it out 3 years later and can use it along with my sprocket. So this was the 48 tooth rear sprocket that came on the Surron. It was not black before. I just now came up with the idea of painting this and then putting this back on my bike because I have so much power to play with. I don't think gearing it up in the rear is important now. So now I got a brand new sprocket. Plus this is steel. It's a lot more durable. Yes, it weighs, marginally more in weight, but the durability of the steel sprocket is really going to outdo an aluminum sprocket. I went to the store and bought just generally what I had access to, the Rust-Oleum flat protective black enamel 5-in-1 spray head. These new heads that I've had hit or miss good luck with using because they clog up really easy, and then I have not found a way to unclog them, and so you may end up with most of your cans or paint still in the can, and you just have to throw the can away because none of this top comes off, and this does not come off, so that you can soak it in paint stripper or cleaner and get it working again. So I went and got a new can of that, and it's the flat protective enamel, so it matches kind of my Surron X black scheme that's on there. So here's the black in the front, and I'm painting the silver next on the other side, but I have to let the front dry. So I put this in the oven because it's about 45 degrees here in Dallas right now, and this was out in the garage, so it was cold. You don't really want to paint a cold surface, so I put it in the oven, and for about 15 minutes on about 300 degrees, and heated it up just to where it was kind of hard to hold. Took it outside and then painted it, and then painted a couple coats on it, let it dry, put it back in the oven while it was cooling down, and sprayed it one more time. So it's still tacky to the touch, so I can't come in and paint the rear just yet. Don't want to mar up my work on the front or scratch it up. It's got to wait a little bit longer. But the chain will basically just wear what it needs to of the paint off and actually give it kind of a two-tone look, and so that's perfectly fine. But steel sprocket, more durable, a little bit more added weight, minimal added weight. I'm going to put this over here. Heavier. This is the factory sprocket that came on the Surron, and it's 1 pound, 1.15 of a pound. This is the 54 tooth aluminum warp 9 rear sprocket, and it is showing 0.55 of a pound. And then I can throw on my pretty much brand new 420 chain that came on the e-moto Surron, and then run that because it's the proper length for that 48 tooth versus this chain that was sent to me and a little extra links to fit the 54 tooth, so it needed a couple more links. This would be too short to use. So also this is a lot more gold color, and I'm liking that because my bronze colored KKE forks match that color and do the EBMX logo, airbrush that, outline that, and make that more of this color, more of the bronze color. Now it's just a real dim kind of brown color. But then have those kind of match, and a little bit brighter chain, and the black flat rear sprocket will be pretty cool. So I just wanted to bring you this video while I have all this in my mind, and I'm kind of doing this tonight or tomorrow, and just wanted to, why not make a video about it so someone else can, get some content from this and some enjoyment. And I thank you for tuning in. And if you want to get future Surron videos sent to you as I make them, then do all the things you need to do and check out those videos. All right, bye-bye.